3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Man, do you think this is like the exact same mic? Like same size mic that Riley Reid was able to deep throat? That's been bugging me. Ever since we have put these in front of our face, I have been intimidated by the sheer girth of this. Yeah, and I watched her deep throat one of these.
I don't know. I think it was... I mean, I don't think it's definitely not the same mic, but I think it's probably... I would like to imagine it's...
You think they're a pretty standard size. You wouldn't think you had to get an extra large mic.
Yeah. So, yeah, maybe.
Do you think he smashed after that?
Who?
Logan. That was his podcast, right? That happened on?
Yeah.
I mean, bro, what do you do? I mean, you see a girl deep throat a mic like this, and what are you supposed to bring to the table after that? I mean, she's showing you what she can do. I mean,
prayer, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta hope you have like a Pringle can to give to her, because if not, it's just gonna be like a fucking field day for her.
Yeah, I mean, even Taylor from Brilliant Idiots.
Oh, okay.
She talks about she only likes guys with dicks.
Oh, that's like Mike?
Yeah.
Dick?
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. Second episode. I'm Roy Crable. This is Brenden Kron. Man, so the first episode, I mean, obviously not crazy relatively, but it's been super exciting for us. We was just able to get the episode posted a few days ago, and our expectations, we wanted this to do good. We felt good about it. But man, as we're currently sitting right now, we're at 86 views, which I know might not sound a lot to a lot of people. But
for me, we were expecting like 5,
yeah, because I mean, we're not the most active on social media.
Yeah,
so this isn't something we've been able to air out everywhere. We haven't had like hundreds of thousands of followers to see this immediately.
Yeah,
well, because like a lot of podcasts that we follow
are like comedians, so they already have like a strong following beforehand.
People who are already established.
Yeah.
We are not established yet.
No.
So kind of seeing this being built from the ground up rather than an already, I mean, I guess, established fan base.
Yeah.
Is kind of crazy. And so even stuff like the fact that we have like 13 likes and 13 subscribers, it's really cool for us. I'm really happy about it. Seeing the comments, it's been awesome.
Engaging with people.
Yeah.
Being able to argue a little bit.
Yeah, trying to build our social media.
Yeah.
That part's been so cool so far. I've been checking my phone fairly often to just see if there's one more viewer. And, so we've been trying to work on some things too, because, obviously the first episode, it's not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
We're going to get better every single episode. And that's one thing I'd like to make sure as we go.
Yeah. One of the biggest complaints was audio.
Yeah. So, which you can see we have already hopefully
upgraded. And again, if anything is wrong, make sure to let us know so we can try to upgrade that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, every input's on the table. Whether you disagree with something we say, whether you think like, oh, hey, that thing in the background, you might want to move that. It's kind of throwing me off. The audio's kind of throwing me off.
Yep.
Anything at this point is valid. We just, I don't know. Everything is valued, and we went through the. We went through the. Well, okay, so not even that. We immediately after.
Yeah.
You told me that I was scratching my balls. For an uncomfortable amount of...
A good 10 minutes probably or something.
Okay, at first, you didn't mention that. You said you were scratching your nuts. I was going to smack your hand away. And I was like, well, why didn't you? And I was like, dude, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
And then in post, we was going over it. Dude, because you asked me if you was like, do you want to edit this out? We could just cut the segment out.
Yeah.
Dude, we would have cut out like a sixth of the podcast.
Yeah, it would have been a lot. And we even made the joke about it as the thumbnail. We threw the logo over.
Yeah, hopefully that's appreciated. I don't know how much y'all want that thrown in your face, but I don't know. I was a little nervous, just kind of fidgety, need something to do with my hands, kind of went back to my natural state. I was like, well, here's my balls. But I didn't realize how much it was, because whenever you told me that I was playing with my balls, I was like, all right, it's whatever. I was like, we're guys, who cares? It was a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I went double hand.
So hopefully you really learn that
10 minutes
not to do it.
Straight V-line towards the camera of just... But, so, things like that is obviously going to be improved upon. So, yeah, we that's just stuff we're learning as we go. I honestly love the idea of keeping stuff like that in.
Yeah. So we can not only learn, but we're not trying to be perfect.
Yeah, because, I mean, this isn't perfect. This is going to be something, like, from the get-go, we know is not perfect, and I think that's fine.
Yeah. It didn't sound like you said get-go. It sounded like you said gecko.
Gecko?
Yeah. Right from the get-go.
How do you spell get-go? Is it just
get-go? Get-go.
Really?
Yeah. Right from the get-go.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's something else we're working on is basic English grammar. But no, I also didn't realize how meteorologist like I was with that outro. I tried to channel my inner Ron Burgundy.
Yep.
Like I was signing off on a news network or something, but yeah, we obviously don't have the intro and outro down yet, but we're pretty excited. I mean, every step of this has been exciting so far, and this is only episode 2.
Yeah, and we won't mention who, but we have contacted someone to maybe do the intro. We might have an actual intro coming soon.
Hometown hero.
That's right.
I'm really hoping he gets back with me soon about that. It'd be really cool. He's great at what he does.
Yeah.
A little underappreciated.
For sure.
And something else you might have noticed if you're watching this, Brenden is slightly more visible than last time.
You can actually see me.
Still all black, but it's way more visible than last time instead of just peeking his head around the corner.
Just barely in the shot. Now we're actually setting up a little better. We can actually see both of us.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just wanted to give y'all updates and just let you know that everything's been appreciated so far.
Yeah.
So, I guess segueing from that poorly, we'll go straight into Song of the Week.
You want to go with Song of the Week?
Yeah, might as well, man.
All right, so for me, Song of the Week is No Sense by Baby Keem.
I need to listen to him more, man.
Yeah.
You talk about him a lot.
Yeah.
Rap hasn't been the biggest thing I've been trying to venture into more.
Sure. Yeah. And say he's signed under the Secret Kendrick Lamar label or whatever. And that was what the last project was from.
Yeah.
And then this is just a single rather than the 2 songs that he dropped.
Yeah.
And I loved both of those songs and this one. I am super excited for the album. I'm hoping it probably comes this year.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a full project from him. I liked the last one, I'll Die For My Bitch is what I think it is. The one with
Solid.
Honest. Yeah, Honest and
Yeah.
So I loved that one. I really, really liked about like 3 to 4 songs, and then the rest I just kind of liked. But yeah, I think all of his other singles have been great. I can't wait to hear where he improves.
So yeah, listen to Baby Keem apparently is something I need to do this week.
That's right. And then what's yours?
Mine is I was debating it a little bit, but after I saw some few choice words from universally acclaimed artists, it just set me over the moon. So we talked about this last time, how I'm not the greatest at listening to music when it first come out, but later on I'll listen to it and I'll be a little bit behind the curve on that. But so the song of the week now for me is Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers. And
love Phoebe.
Holy shit, dude. She's amazing. Yeah. I mean, there's really nothing we can say that is going to give her any more acclaim than
Elton John.
Than Elton fucking John.
Yeah.
Elton John is ready to go to war over Phoebe Bridgers. Literally saying he will hit someone if she is not recognized at the Grammys how she should be.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, great artist. Great. I mean, I don't think... Kyoto is probably not the best song on the album. It is probably doing the best on the album.
Yeah.
It's personally my favorite. But, man, I really wish I would have started that album sooner. Mm-hmm. It is, through and through, it is so solid.
Yeah.
I'd really like to redo my 2020 top 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Because I know that album has a place in there somewhere. But... To me, the most fun one, which is usually what I go with, is the most fun song on the album, and for me, that's Kyoto. And so, especially after listening to that, then hearing Elton John saying what he says, like, I was like, dude, I'm right there with you. Yeah. I will fucking physically harm somebody. I will physically harm somebody over Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a great song.
Yeah. And then speaking of the Grammys, we can transition into this. The Weeknd saying he's not allowing his label to put anything for the Grammys anymore. Or send anything in for the Grammys.
So I'm assuming that's just for him, though? Because he can't be the only person on his label, right? I don't know how that shit works.
I don't know, but...
I can't say I specifically know who the Weeknd belongs to.
I don't either. But we know that the Weeknd is not going to be able to earn any Grammys from here on.
But you should be able to... if you're someone like the Weeknd who just came off of what people are calling like one of the best Super Bowl halftime performances they've ever seen.
Yeah.
You would think that's an artist you could stand by and be like, look, if our top artist, I'm assuming he's got to be the top artist of his label.
Has to be.
If our top artist is boycotting the Grammys, then we're expecting everybody else to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we're staying by our artists. I know that's not how that always works.
Yeah. But even so, I mean, the lower level of that label,
yeah,
a Grammy is probably like the biggest deal ever.
Well, dude, the Grammy is the biggest deal for a lot of people. I mean, you hear like, when people talk about Kanye West's excellence.
Yeah,
I mean, they're talking what, Grammys. 21?
Yeah, 21.
Something wild like that.
Yeah, tied with Jay-Z, I'm pretty sure.
I picture Billy carrying those shit ton of Grammys out, and it's just, I mean, it's crazy. And to even hear people like we was just talking about, Elton John saying he will fuck somebody up if Phoebe Bridgers doesn't get a Grammy. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of speaking to how much the Grammys holds as like kind of an influence.
But with The Weeknd saying... I'm not going to do the Grammys anymore. Do you think any other artists are going to start to pull away from it?
So, you're definitely my pop culture guy.
Yeah.
You follow a lot more people on social media. You follow all those
hip hop Twitter accounts.
The hip hop Twitter accounts, the infamous hip hop Twitter accounts. Mm-hmm. So you're definitely the one keeping me in the loop on this.
Yeah.
So if you're someone like Travis Scott, who just made a statement like he did that he's going to keep The Weeknd on his albums. Like from here on out, like...
Yeah, it's a must-have.
Yeah, it's a must-have The Weeknd, which I love. I wish a lot more people do that. I wish Garth Brooks would just say that.
Yeah, everyone. Everyone, dude. I wish.
I don't know. I mean... I'm a Garth Brooks apologist.
That's right.
Well documented on our social media. But if Garth Brooks was to come out and be like, dude, I am never making another album unless The Weeknd appears on it.
That'd be so crazy.
Fuck yeah.
I'm also for it, but
I'd be all for
just
that.
So crazy.
But it makes more sense when we're talking about Travis Scott, which is who we are talking about.
Yeah.
If you're someone like that, making a statement like that, you might want to follow suit.
And especially if, say, Travis Scott was like, hey, I'm not sending mine in for the Grammys. Yeah. Like, only one artist
and that's a big artist to have by your side.
Yeah, if only one artist like The Weeknd says it, like, the Grammys are like, oh, we're taking a hit, but we already took the hit. We already said he's not nominated just because he didn't perform for us. Now, if more artists are starting to follow suit, either the Grammys have to do a big adjustment and a big apology, or The Weeknd could possibly start his own awards or something.
No.
Or like his label or something.
It'll go that far?
I don't know if it'll go that... It needs someone like Travis Scott or someone to follow suit.
So
he needs support from another big artist.
So there's a big uprising happening, though.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and say it with this. Mm-hmm. The Grammys don't need The Weeknd right now.
I don't know about that.
Do you know what specific duo was making a claim where they could be a part of the Grammys?
Who?
Silk Sonic.
I mean, that would be a big deal.
Dude, are you kidding me? But, I mean, dude,
I said last week that if that album drops this year, I don't see anything beating it for album of the year. Yeah. That includes Kanye if he drops. That includes Kendrick if he drops.
Bro, that's crazy for you to say.
I know.
What about Garth Brooks? What Garth Brooks drops an album, dude?
For you?
Yeah, don't do this one.
For you? Nah. But, yeah, I don't see anything beating that album out if it drops. But even then...
Bro, you know I said that for, like Big Fish Theory, though, too, right? This was, like, right after Prima Donna. I was super excited. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean to discredit Big Fish Theory at all. Great album. But I was like, dude, it's going to be the best album that year.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I hope he drops another album soon.
Dude, whatever happened to, like, the So What? Remember he was doing, like, the episode 1 shit?
Yeah.
Like, what was that?
I don't know.
Because I was really hoping to get, like, a whole fucking, like, album out of that. Like, episode 2, episode 3. Because, dude, So What is such a good single.
Yeah. Maybe he is. Maybe it's like Isaiah Rashad. Where he always says that the album's done, but we never get it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so, maybe more so back onto the Grammy situation. Mm-hmm. I think it would be easier for the Grammys to lose their following because things that have happened lately with the Grammys, them being called out, or there's been a lot of shit with them, and it's more. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago they were talking about like how the Grammys are like whitewashed, like they're all like. A lot of people have boycotted the Grammys before, but this is the biggest artist I think we've seen just say no more ever, and dude, that's why it's a big deal. Music is such a wild thing to whitewash. Yeah. Because that is not the place to whitewash shit.
No.
You know, like, if you want to say, like, maybe if you're watching, like, My Hero Academia, and you're like, dude, this is kind of whitewash. You're right. It is. Yeah. It fucking is. And there's, but with the Grammys, there is no reason they need to whitewash that. No. And
I think that comes down to back to, like, the Billie situation. Her just winning every award she's ever nominated
Billie
for.
is great, man.
She is great.
Billie is great.
Or it's probably even more than her. Taylor Swift was the first one. Her winning over,
Taylor Swift's great. But, I mean, dude, you got to think
like
about,
Beyonce and shit like that is where you're like, this isn't right.
Here comes the Kanye West apologist.
Yeah, the Kanye.
No, but, I mean, there are just so many good non-white artists. It's just crazy that, like, that's where you want to whitewash. I mean, I get it if you're probably racist. Yeah. You probably don't care. Be like, all right, I'm just going to stop being racist for this single event. But, God, man. But it was such a clear jab at The Weeknd because he didn't perform for the Grammys. Because he was like, dude, I got
turned
the
it
Super
down
Bowl.
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which
is honestly a little wild too, because you would think after Jay-Z did what he did, turning down the Super Bowl, dropping that hard ass bar of the Super Bowl, I don't need the Super Bowl needs me. Yeah, you would think, you know, and obviously stemming from the Colin Kaepernick thing, you would think that would. You think that would like turn into more? I know Travis Scott went on there, and he gave a very forgettable performance. The biggest event was supposed to be him performing the song from SpongeBob, and he didn't do. There was a little reference to it. Yeah. But then The Weeknd came in and killed it. So I don't think people care about the message too much. I really don't think they do. So I don't think people are going to turn down the Grammys. I don't think it's going to turn into anything else. I think the Grammys are strong enough to hold, especially when they have what you just attested to of what is already probably going to be the most hyped album of this year.
Which one?
Silk Sonic.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. If they drop an album this year, it's going to. I mean, even if it's not the best thing, it's still probably going to be the biggest thing this year. Yeah. Music.
If it's halfway as good as the first song, it's probably top 10.
I don't see how they couldn't. Yeah. I don't know if you've listened to 24K Magic all the way through.
No, not all the way through, but a little bit.
Dude, Bruno Mars on his own is amazing.
Anderson .Paak
on his own. Obviously not a Bruno Mars level. Yeah. But them two together.
I wonder how many people would disagree with you on that.
Do you think anybody would? I mean, I get where people have their own personal opinions, but at the end of the day, you got to be like, so if you're somebody where you're like, I like Charles Barkley more than I do Michael Jordan. you gotta at least be at the end of the day be like, dude, come on, you know Charles Barkley is better than Jordan, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's.
I was hoping you disagree. I was hoping this was going to turn into a wild argument.
I don't know if it's that far of a comparison.
Okay, so what if you want to go? If you want to go more like it, I mean, do you want to say like Pippen and Jordan?
I don't know. I don't know a good comparison on that.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it's hard. Because I mean, I don't want to say Bruno Mars is Jordan, and I don't want to say.
Yeah, if anyone is the biggest Anderson .Paak fan, definitely let us know and let us know why he's better than Bruno Mars.
Yeah, always let us know where we're wrong. I will solemnly disagree with you in the comments, but it's always appreciated. I need to be called out on my bullshit. Yeah. I bullshit a lot.
We also just love to argue, so argue with us as much as you can.
Or you got something right there on your face. I'll just rub that whole area. I think you got it.
Okay.
Yeah. You did. You did get that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just moved it up, but
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's good enough.
Man, it feels good to talk more about music this episode already.
Yeah.
Because I know that's something we didn't cover. So people watching the first episode was been like, dude, what the fuck is it called Jammin for? Like, we didn't jam. Obviously, we're not allowed to jam unless we start making music.
YouTube's real strict.
I am scared.
Yeah.
Genuinely scared to go anywhere near music for this. Yeah. I'm scared to have that speaker on right now.
Yeah.
If it just accidentally starts playing shit, we're done. Like,
we're cutting over. We're cutting the whole part.
Holy shit, dude. We're going to have to like shut down shop and make a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so strict.
We actually did attempt to listen to some of the whack ass free music that YouTube provides.
Maybe we'll find something.
Yeah, if you ever don't give a fuck how you spend the next hour, listen to some of the free music you can listen to in your YouTube video.
Yeah,
it is
check it
fucking garbage.
It's great.
it's great garbage. It's holy shit. But no, again, that's more or less the reason I hope our buddy reaches out to us and says he'll do it. Because I mean, dude, that'd be great. We get a solid ass intro. It would help more with the jamming aspect too.
Yeah,
because we can't just be like I guess we could always just up and move to chilling
with Kron and Rex.
Yeah, just chilling with Kron and Rex.
But no, we jamming,
fucking vibing out. But we're legally not allowed to jam right now.
We'll get to it. This is only episode 2. We'll get to it.
Man, episode 2. I'm just like super excited, man. But yeah, I guess. Do you have any more to say about that?
No, I think it's about good. You want to go into
more to say about The Weeknd?
I mean, it was your favorite album of last year.
I think that'd be an interesting thing to do at some point is like favorite albums because we've already talked about that twice. We can't just keep like teasing,
Yeah. Maybe next episode.
My hand's too close to my balls. I'll go ahead and move that on up.
You know better. The anime pose. Yeah, maybe next episode we'll do favorite albums
last
year.
Go ahead and start. I mean, even just between
we both know our number one.
Did. Oh, did you say our number one?
We both know, like, I know your number one, you know my number one of last year.
No.
Circles.
Was that 2020?
Yeah, it was last year.
That's wild. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man, R.P. Mac Miller. That's,
Yeah.
Man, he just fucked up the rest. I'm just bummed out now.
Yeah. Well.
R.P. Mac Miller, man, goddamn.
Rather than be bummed out, let's get pissed off. And let's go about someone who got canceled that should have.
Okay. No. Do not say it like that because I'm not super excited. I am super. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I wasn't one of those people that were like gnawing and chewing at the bits for this character to get canceled. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a cartoon character. I really don't give a fucking shit about it, and nobody does.
No.
But recently, I don't know if you've heard, but I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Pepe Le Pew is canceled. He's gone. Zero, zip, nada? I was going to say Zada. Zero, zip, nada.
Yeah, nada.
And if you love Pepe Le Pew, you're probably in prison serving 2 life sentences. He is a piece of fucking shit. And these aren't values that I had to think of before this conversation was brought up, because who the fuck cares about Pepe Le Pew anymore?
Yeah, I haven't heard his name.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah,
who the fuck cares, man?
Until this news, no one has ever talked about him.
Yeah, so I had an interesting phone call fairly recently where we talked about very opposite sides of Pepe Le Pew being canceled.
Yeah, not with me.
Not with you.
Yeah,
no. We'll make that very clear.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't want
definitely not anybody in this room.
Anyone to think that it was me.
Yeah,
siding with Pepe Le Pew. No.
He who shall not be named. Right? No. Yeah, this person will not be named. At no point do I want this person to be named or harassed for their opinions.
Of course.
Because don't get me wrong, I call out ignorance as I see it, but we are more susceptible to it because we live in Kentucky.
Yeah, Shepherdsville, Kentucky at that.
Yeah, so we do live in a pretty backwards-ass place, so people like us, and I know we're not the only ones, it's like we're just two out of the entire Kentucky area, but it seems like it sometimes.
For sure.
There's just... It's almost like a full-time job if you go and call out every single place that you see, like, bigotry or ignorance.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this one hit pretty close to me. Not in a bad way. I don't want to sound like I'm bitching and moaning that someone's upset about Pepe Le Pew, but at the end of the day, fuck Pepe Le Pew,
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but... So, this conversation that I had is, the person called me, was just talking to me, rambling on, and then they was like, man, did you see what happened now? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they was like, they killed Pepe Le Pew. And I was like, who the fuck killed Pepe Le Pew? And I was like, God damn. That fucking skunk. Like, who the fuck killed him? But, yeah, this person was super upset about Pepe Le Pew being canceled. Because I don't know if you know the full backstory behind it, but it's Space Jam. Space Jam 2 is coming out. And, obviously...
and they're not going to include him.
Yeah, and that's all I saw up until this point, was that he's not being included.
Yep.
And when I saw that, I was like, I get that. Mm-hmm. Like if they make another movie and Johnny Bravo's not included,
it makes sense.
I get that.
Yeah.
I grew up on Johnny Bravo. But I get where he wouldn't be included.
Yeah, but I understand
he
why
doesn't
that's
belong
not right.
in this time.
Yeah.
And this person... Unprofessional, man. Unfucking professional.
Shut up.
This person goes on to cite a post that they saw on Facebook, which I thought was really interesting because, not a lot of tolerant conversations are being held on Facebook.
Yeah.
So this dramatic ass post goes on to say, I can't believe they've done it. They have killed off Pepe Le Pew. There are real life rapists who go to trial and get 2 years in prison, but they kill off this poor cartoon character who all they wanted was hugs and smooches. Are you out of your fucking mind? And so obviously that alone was enough to get to me, where I'm just like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
But this stupid fat white woman, of course, if you hear what I'm about to say, you don't even have to have me tell you that she's a stupid fat white woman. You're gonna know. You can tell by just the terminology that's used of the commie Democrats are at it again. This poor cartoon character, I think what he did was sweet, because there is no guy that is that persistent. I think that teaches a good lesson. Are you out of your fucking mind? You think that's a good lesson? I immediately told this person to basically just dox their fucking information of this woman. Since she thought it was so sweet, so charismatic, to just have somebody fucking stalk you,
Yeah.
I will sexually harass you. If that's what you think is so sweet, if that's what you want to teach to our kids, I will harass you. I will. I will be your Pepe Le Pew. I'll send it to you on a Valentine's Day card. I will be your Pepe Le Pew. I will harass the shit out of you. And I'll stop it at hugs and kisses. I will just forcibly hug and kiss you every fucking day. Do you think that's sweet? Is that something you think
not.
sweet?
Of course not.
You don't want that? Bro, I'm asking you. No, but like that irritates me so bad because like I mean, I guess like on paper it sounds sweet, a guy being persistent, but this skunk was a fucking rapist.
Yeah.
He was, and like, don't get me wrong, I fully believe that like, yo, it's a cartoon, just chill out. But that is not teaching like good values. Like you're talking like a cartoon.
No.
And I mean, cartoons have been pulled for reasons that are just as crazy. Like, do you remember Ren and Stimpy? You remember how crazy that fucking show was?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that episode that got pulled?
Which one?
Bro, the fucking carpet munchers.
That's not Ren and Stimpy.
Cow and Chicken.
Yeah.
That's Cow and Chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
Still
Ren and
crazy.
Stimpy, obviously crazier.
Yeah.
But Cow and Chicken, they got pulled for an episode where there was a group of, how should I describe these women? A group of broad-shouldered lassies who were going around and eating people's carpets.
Yes.
And it was up to Cow and Chicken to stop them. And these ladies were called the carpet munchers. Mm-hmm. And that episode was pulled. But I think that's fucking hilarious. I thought that episode was fucking gold. You know? Like, I thought they struck gold. To be
fair, that seems a lot less tame than Pepe Le Pew.
You think Pepe Le Pew sounds more tamed?
No. Carpet Muncher sounds a lot more tame.
Oh, you say it sounds a lot less tamed.
No, I think it's a lot more. It's fine.
Roll that shit back. I need some evidence. But no, I mean, maybe it's because I'm not a lesbian, but I think that shit is hilarious. Like, that sounds so goddamn funny to me. That there's just a bunch of rogue, broad-shouldered ladies who are going around eating people's carpets. That, to me, that sounds a lot funnier than a fucking rapist.
Yeah, well,
and
yeah, of course.
The fact that they cared so much about this, like, this person I talked to about it, it's not like every single day I heard them discussing Pepe Le Pew. Like, they had Pepe Le Pew merch, like, they live and died by them. Because if they did, they'd probably be in fucking jail right now and not be able to call me. But I just think that's so wild to be so upset about that. And this same person was talking about, like, how it's bullshit that Mr. Potato Head lost his gender and is now genderless.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty dope. He's a fucking potato.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah.
And I think you actually put it pretty great.
Oh, I think it's just the marketing?
Yeah.
Or, is that what you're wanting? All right.
Well, that and, like...
Oh, okay.
Who it makes feel... Yeah.
So, like, it affects no one. And, like, negatively. It affects no one negatively.
Okay, exactly.
But people care because they just want to get upset about something. But at the same time, if it helps one person and it affects no one negatively, like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, literally, if it just makes one or two people feel better about themselves and it doesn't affect anybody negatively. And what kills me, it's the same people who are feeling bad about it that are like, man, all this side wants to do is cry. Mm-hmm. But you're crying about them crying about something. Like, who cares if a potato loses their gender?
Like, how big of a deal is that?
Is that really affecting you? And so,
and it is a little similar. Like, who's talked about Mr. Potato Head?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who in the fuck cares?
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn. I mean, it's a potato.
Yeah.
I mean,
who cares?
I mean,
like,
whenever I got my Mr. Potato Head, I don't remember putting like a... The next thing I was about to say wasn't super great anyways. So I don't know if you knew where I was going with that. I don't know if you had a Mr. Potato Head growing up. But you know how you can build on body parts? Okay. Yeah, that may have been divine intervention right there. So, to put it in perspective, this is also the same person who went, it kind of segued from talking about a genderless potato head to talking about real life transgender people. Mm-hmm. And this person was talking about how they don't think it's right that a man who identifies as a woman can be allowed into a woman's restroom. Mm-hmm. And what they used to cite that was like what if a man pretends to be a woman just so he can sneak into the women's bathroom? And I'm like, well, it still sounds like the problem is I'm not the like straight people are bad kind of guy, obviously, because I'm pretty straight. Yeah, I like to think so. But like, to me, the problem still sounds like it's not the people who are trying to find comfort in their own skin. Yeah. Like, why are you this upset that, like, it has zero effect on you, this person feeling more comfortable in their own skin? Like, they're blaming the people who are trying to feel better on the people who aren't, who are taking advantage. Yeah. And it's like, you can't blame the people who aren't for the people who are. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, that's so fucked up. Like, I couldn't imagine spending more than a second of my day thinking about something that, like, doesn't affect me directly and being upset about it. Yeah. Like, why would, I mean, okay, so I brought that point up to this person, mm-hmm. and their next logical leap was to bring up pedophiles. Because they wanted me to feel like I was the bad guy. Of course. For thinking that people feeling comfortable in their own skin is a good thing. Mm-hmm. So they was like, well, I mean, and again, this is going to sound fucking wild. I can't make this up. Mm-hmm. If you live in the fucking South, you kind of know what I'm talking about. You either have said this before, or you have been around someone who thinks like this. But their next logical leap was to be like, word for word. Well, pedophiles feel like it's okay to have sex with children. Does that mean it's okay because they should be able to feel how they feel? Again, do I repeat? It's almost my motto at this point. Are you out of your fucking mind? I mean, that is so wild. Because again, we're talking about someone who's not hurting anyone. Yes, just and benefiting themselves. Yes. Versus someone who is very much. Yes. Like, hurting themselves is a very, like, an understatement. Yes. Yeah, they have gone beyond that point and are affecting someone's life and traumatizing for the rest of their life. Versus a person who is just trying to feel better in their own skin. I just don't get that. I really don't get that. It blows my mind. It leads me to something that I have felt for a while, and is that just like, dude, I need to travel. Mm-hmm. And because I know there's probably some things that I'm not too worldly about, that I probably seem ignorant to some people. But goddamn, I never want to sound that ignorant to some people about certain things. Because I'm a very open-minded, self-centered person. Very, very different than what I said, but okay. I like to think of myself as open-minded. I mean, I think to each their own. That's what I like to preach to people. Yeah. Is the number one thing that we preach is mind your own business. Mind your own fucking business, dude. Exactly. So if it doesn't, I'll get it tatted across my fucking forehead. Mind your own business. Mind your own fucking business. You know, exactly. Like, how hard is that? It costs nothing. Yeah. If it doesn't affect you, yes. How bad? Like, I guess that's a bad stance, but like, if it's not hurting anyone else and it doesn't affect you, that's the more important part. If it doesn't hurt anyone and it doesn't affect you, who cares? Mind your own fucking business. Exactly. Mind your own fucking business. And it's just such a value that's just not prevalent today, really. Because I mean, nobody does that, and it blows my mind being so upset about. I couldn't imagine being like, man, there are two guys out there in the world who want to have sex with each other. My day is ruined. Like these two guys want to have sex
Yeah.
with each other. I can't sleep tonight.
Yeah, like who cares?
Yeah, nobody's forcing you to do that.
Yeah.
And that's just wild to me. So that whole conversation had me pissed off. Don't get me wrong. When I first heard it, I made note of it. I immediately was like, dude, this is podcast material, but I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's just sad that we still have to have conversations like that. I know it's not a conversation that's going to be going away anytime soon. I mean, this stuff's going to live on.
But it is just crazy to think about that telling someone that a cartoon character that is trying to rape someone is bad. Like, that shouldn't be something that we have to tell someone is bad.
Bro.
It's pretty obvious.
I love me some Johnny Bravo, though. I'm a Johnny Bravo apologist, man. I mean, that dude... Man, you can say what you would.
Fuck.
You can say I'm a hypocrite.
You
better watch that. You better watch where you're going with this. I'm not putting up with any Johnny Bravo hate. I'll be on real life trial for Johnny Bravo. But I mean, no. On a serious note, that shit should go away.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that to stay around. There's no reason to be upset about it. I hate the excuse of that. It's just how it was.
Yeah, because
to a certain degree, because you don't, just because something's been like that for a while doesn't mean it's not valid for it to not change. Like, it is still okay for it to change.
So with Disney Plus, what they've done recently is they put Peter Pan and Dumbo on adults only accounts, and the reason is that Native Americans were represented very poorly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but they put a disclaimer that says, this is how, pretty much like, this is how, it wasn't okay then, it's not okay now, but this is how we represented it, and we don't want to just cut this and say no more, we want to show this and learn from it.
Yeah, so instead of letting children view it freely and teaching that value, but...
So that kind of plays into what we were just talking about. Do you think that is better than just canceling something and saying, hey, this is wrong, this was wrong, we won't continue to do anything like this? Or do you think it should be just cancel it? Just get rid of it?
I don't like cancel culture. I really don't.
Of course, but cancel culture is very different than...
It's a good... well, when you say cancel, especially nowadays, it makes me think that. Cancel culture has a good... Did I say Kutcher?
That's fine.
Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher?
Ashton Kutcher. Hashtag cancel Ashton Kutcher. Just fucking cuz. But,
his terrible Jamaican accent in his Super Bowl commercial.
Oh my God, dude, I really...
Yeah.
He's got a banging ass wife, though. Are you serious?
It doesn't make up for that
cancel.
awful
Bro,
commercial.
If I got Mila Kunis cancel me, who the fuck cares?
That's a fair point.
Are you serious? I've done what I needed to.
Yeah.
But, okay, so... Yeah. I think cancel culture can represent something good. Obviously, like... I mean, like, cancel culture used to be about, like, canceling, like, fucking rapists.
Yeah.
Racists and shit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, whenever I saw people trying to cancel, like, Kevin Hart, because he said some... He did say some wild shit back in the day.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you also got to understand, just because he's...
So it comes down to, like, where do you say just, this isn't okay forever, and where do we forgive someone?
So, I think that Disney Plus thing was a good... I think they handled that well. Because it's not like... Honestly, I'm having trouble remembering how they
I just seen a picture of it, and that's the only reason I even have.
Okay, because I will say I mean, I haven't watched those in a while. I can't say like I'm up to date with Peter Pan or honestly, whenever I saw that Peter Pan was moved.
No, not that much.
I didn't know if you was wanting to have a Logan Paul kind of podcast, because bro, I can do it.
No. It's fine.
You saw what I did with that Hush Puppy.
It's fine. It's fine.
You remember that?
Yeah, that's for a different episode.
Bro, okay. We'll get to that at some point. But dude, you know what I can do.
Yeah,
I
you
will.
know. You know.
We're still learning. Fuck. But because whenever I heard that Peter Pan was being moved, well, whenever you told me that,
Yeah,
me and
which
you even
I still
talked
haven't
about
seen
the
Dumbo one, so I don't know.
Bro,
maybe
don't
it's
even
just
remember.
like them consuming alcohol is maybe what it is, because I just haven't seen it in so
really
long. I don't remember.
Well, whenever you told me that Peter Pan was, it had some controversy. I assumed it was because of the dark
Undertones.
Yeah, I assumed,
same. But
I don't
seeing
remember
the clips,
anything about.
I do remember.
Oh, you saw clips?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say I am again.
Yeah.
Again, this guy is our fucking Jackie Moon of this
right.
podcast. He's our cameraman while being right there. He's our editor. He's one of the two people in front of the camera while also being behind the camera. He is the pop culture guy of this. So, so yeah, just shout out to this guy real quick. But I mean, yeah, you are my pop culture and media just news guy.
Yeah.
So so you're gonna know a lot of things before I do on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
What clips did you see of Peter Pan?
I mean, I could pull them up, but I mean,
Was it specifically like the Native American thing?
Yeah.
Because like you don't have to go in like a full thing. I totally believe what you're saying, but I just didn't know if you remember off the top.
I mean, all I seen was kind of like screenshots.
Yeah.
More than like clips. Yeah. It was more of just like screenshots of it.
Yeah.
And they were just saying like, this is why.
Yeah.
It wasn't like showing the exact video and saying like, these are the exact details of why. But
yeah, because whenever I also heard Dumbo in that conversation, I thought that was because of like making fun of somebody. Okay, yeah. So immediately off the bat, I'm noticing the very, very offensive features of the entire reason why there's a Washington football club instead of the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
I don't remember this. I really don't
either.
And I mean, this isn't just like, I didn't want to see it. It's been a while since I've watched it.
To be fair, we're probably not looking out for stuff like this. And we're probably not personally offended by stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it probably doesn't like stick with us.
And I mean, dude,
but
when I say,
for
like,
someone that like that's like them, like I bet that's very offensive. And I bet
dear Christ, I mean, dude, you're talking like you're not just talking red skins. This is like it's like dog dick red.
Yeah.
That is a very distinct, bright color of red. They're smoking a peace pipe.
Yeah.
No, I get that shit, man. Dumbo, Aristocrats, and the live-action Swiss Family. Yeah, I would say I still
I don't know the others.
Dumbo.
Yeah, I think Dumbo's probably the alcohol, just off of like my memory.
That's fair.
But that's bad. Like, and I understand why they put that disclaimer.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I get that. I like that they're moving it to adult instead of just like we're getting rid of it.
Yeah, I think it will also teach.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this isn't okay, rather than just pretending it never happened.
That's the most important part, you know? I think
everyone makes mistakes, and we need to forgive, and we need to be like...
But something we should forgive, and which is crazy that I didn't know until you just pulled up that. It's been a while since I've been in Disney World.
Of course.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, apparently Splash Mountain is being changed around because there are still images of the very critically acclaimed best movie of all time, really. No, the god awful movie that Disney at one point thought was socially acceptable, which is Songs of the South. If you don't know it, you're probably never going to know about it because Disney has done everything in their power, which is a lot of power.
Yeah.
I cannot say I've actually seen the movie.
No.
But
I've seen the little
enough.
clips. I've seen a lot of shit make fun of it.
I've seen enough of it. And it's just, I mean, pretty much what it looked like was a guy who was talking positively about slavery. A black man who was talking positively about slavery. Yeah. And apparently images of that is still seen at Splash Mountain. I mean, man, I just think...
Why does it take till 2021 for someone to complain about it for that to be changed? Like, that's crazy.
You know who made the theme park, right? You know about that guy?
Yeah, of course.
You know about Mr. Walter Disney?
Yeah. I understand that part, but like,
shit.
but like, it's crazy to think that like corporations aren't taking the initiative, and they're not just doing this. They're waiting until they get canceled to then be like, oh, we'll apologize and move on.
Man, there is a lot of. It's okay. That's not a great area. Definitely, the Songs of the South should have been.
Yeah,
that shit should have been called way before. But companies and corporations leaping to take care of shit first, I think, is what leads to like Apu from The Simpsons quitting.
Yeah.
Fucking man, I hate saying this because I love Allison Brie. Mm-hmm. I love her. I don't know if you specifically know her by name.
Mm-mm.
The girl from Community.
I didn't watch Community. Remember?
Oh, dude, you need to. Community, Childish Gambino's in it.
I know.
Okay, Donald Glover. Donald Glover's in it. She plays Annie in that, and she also voices Diane in BoJack Horseman.
That's Diane?
Yes, and she said she wishes she wouldn't have taken that role because she didn't want to cover a Vietnamese woman. Mm-hmm. She didn't want to play a Vietnamese woman while being a white woman.
Yeah.
And I just think it leads to missteps like that. But
yeah.
But man, there's obvious steps. So you just gotta have some fucking common sense. Like, nobody is asking for these people who are voice actors to step down.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't think that's wrong for voice actors to voice somebody they're not. Like, obviously, like, there's adults. Like, doesn't a grown-ass woman voice Bart Simpson?
I think so.
Nobody's asking her to be like, hey, you're misidentifying gender. You should step down, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck cares? I mean, they're voice actors. Now, if you get like a...
I think it's more on the writers than the voice actors.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
if you're going to write for someone, you should probably be that.
You're playing a role.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing a fucking role.
That's what acting is.
Yeah. And I mean... So...
Oh, no.
So have you seen Tropic Thunder?
That might not be it.
So what about that?
There's an exception to every rule. That might not be it.
I think there was I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Robert Downey Jr. I thought that role was fucking hilarious that they had him play it. But man, all from a white man's perspective, though, you know. So it's easy for me to say a lot of the shit that I do from a white man's perspective, but. But holy shit, you gotta appreciate what Robert Downey Jr. brought to that role. You really have to, man. That's fucking Iron Man played that role. That's wild. Those are the same people.
It is crazy to think about.
It's crazy that Robert Downey Jr. playing a black man wasn't even the craziest role of that movie.
No. It's almost forgettable.
Are we on the same page here?
Who are you saying?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is... No, I don't think that's the most...
You don't think he's the
standout?
Are you thinking about what's his name? Ben Stiller? Yeah, Stiller playing a mentally challenged guy. Tropic Thunder was wild. It's crazy. I think Sten Biller. Ben Stiller gets the retard pass, and I'm not going to say what pass that Robert Downey Jr. got, but I still think both of those aren't as wild as Tom Cruise getting a comedy pass. Bro, did you see him dance?
Yeah. I think the craziest part about Tom Cruise is until that, I never knew how big his hands were.
Dude, that was wild. That was like Rajon Rondo level of hands.
Yeah.
Shout out to another Kentuckian, Rajon Rondo. Well, Kentuckian player, I guess.
That's right.
My boy.
That's right. Man,
that was a wild movie. And I think the ribs are done.
So we're calling it quits?
Yeah, you do you.
All right.
I gotta go take care of the ribs. Good night, guys.
All right. Please, if you liked it, like it, subscribe, and if you hated it, comment. Tell us what you didn't like, and even if you liked it, comment and tell us what you liked. But other than that, that's it. This has been Jammin with Kron Rex.